y'all. So I was waiting for Taylor to stop barking because she wants to be in the video too, but the yard needs to be clean, so we have to put Taylor up. But I kind of just want to dive into it. I haven't made a YouTube video in a long time, so I'm a little rusty. But I have been playing with like some content creation, especially if you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I've been making reels here and there, some on my business, which I will get to in one of these videos because everything's a long story. And if you know me, then you know that Ice has always got a story to tell. So just stay tuned. As well as just life, right? So let's just get straight to it. Where have I been? College. When I made my first YouTube video years ago, it was after, I would say, like, it took me like 2 years to really get the courage to do so, because I had seen my sister start channels for dancing, and I've had like posted YouTube videos years ago when I was in my Twilight phase. I think my YouTube name was like Twilight Fan 414, but I just used to subscribe to stuff. This was when people were not getting paid for subscribers, or before YouTube and Google partnered, before any of that. So I had a YouTube channel in the past. However, over time, things changed. I went to college, of course, so I made that video when I was about 17 years old. I was turning 18 a couple weeks after, and on the same day that I turned 18, I moved into the dorms. And so when I moved on campus, it was filled with so many experiences, so many interesting people, and many adventures that I honestly did not foresee myself going through, but they were all filled with hefty lessons. And so I attended college. I changed my major, of course, so I came in undeclared because I was like, okay, I think I want to be a journalist, but I also think I want to be an English teacher, high school English teacher to be exact. I started an urban learning program, and in that program that they had at my school, which I won't really say, but in that program, long story short, they were promoting kind of like racism within teaching. So for example, they were one of the things that they did at my school, thankfully, was they gave you a preview. They had preview day when you got a preview of what your major will look like when you start those major courses. So I started the urban learning. You know, I looked at the maps. They gave you maps, and then I'm looking at it and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the urban learning classroom. So I went to the urban learning classroom, and they're going over the logistics, and I'm like, yes, this is what I like. I'm with my parents. And then they start talking about teaching the different kinds of kids. So I'm like, oh, okay, you know, yeah, you know, if people have like a learning disability or whatnot. I don't really like to say disability. Let's just say learning difference. So, you know, I'm aware of like students that have and people that have learning differences. So I'm like, okay, maybe they're going to talk about that. That is not true. They started to talk about not just learning differences, but they went even further and was like, well, no, it's just like on a race basis too. And black children tend to learn slower. And I'm like, I disagree. Because when I was in school, I was learning pretty fast to the point where the schoolwork wasn't even challenging me. You know, and it was because my mom, my dad, my grandparents, they all are very huge on education. And so because I had grandparents that I spent a lot of time with, and also my mom was an educator, I was ahead of my classmates. And I met people in my journey who come from different backgrounds, who are in the same boat. So I don't want people to say that, oh, it is true. No, it's a case-by-case basis, and it has nothing to do with race. It has everything to do with that students, the type of learner that they are, and it's up to the educator to meet that student where they are, right? And so once I got to, like, I heard that gist of it, I looked at my parents and I was like, this is not for me. So after that, when I started my first day of college, not too long after, which was about like a month or so after, I knew that when fall came, because I did preview day earlier on in the year. So here's the timeline. I got accepted, right, earlier in the year, when I was in my senior year. and I was invited to preview day with my acceptance. So I decided to attend preview day. When I attended preview day, about, what was it? I think I attended preview day like right before my graduation, my high school graduation. And then 2 weeks after graduation, I moved into the dorms, but I didn't start my freshman year until the fall. So when I started in the fall, I was still undeclared, but on like that first week of school, I went to the College of Arts and Letters, and I went ahead and changed my major over to broadcast journalism, which is a branch of television and film. So how does this relate to my YouTube channel? Well, I was, I guess on paper, a television and film major, even though my focus was journalism. And so all of my classes were film. I was filming videos for my classes, YouTube videos. Some of them I have on my channel, but they're hidden, so you can't really see them. But my professors can see them, and they still use them till this day. So yeah. But so I had made that first YouTube video right before I started college, right? And declared my major. I was a broadcast journalism major then, and then I was taking these classes, and all of my classes were about like how to be like a movie critic, music and film, lighting and film, like everything. And I was so in love with just learning that I decided to just put my YouTube channel on the back burner because I was already editing videos for school. And I was going through a lot my freshman year. Your freshman year is a test. It really is. And that's why, honestly, a lot of people it's usually in their freshman year that people decide that college really isn't for them. Because when you're there for about I would give it about like 3 months. About 3 months in, that's when people are like, college isn't for me. So they go elsewhere. But that was not my journey. So a part of my journey was just I actually fell in love with school. Always have. And yeah, the rest is history. And so throughout my videos, I will do like different story times and stuff. But I do have a lot of ideas. And so because I have so many ideas, it brings me to my second point. And so on my YouTube channel, I decided to name it Life with Ice. The reason why is because I'm only 25 years old. I am a Virgo as well. Shout out to all the Virgos. But I am a Virgo, and I'm 25. And so I'm still fairly young. I'm still learning these things about this thing we call life every single day. And so because of that, I feel that, you know, I won't always have the answers, but I would love to really just record my journey and at some point in time make like a movie of all my videos as like a long run. But over the years, people have brought up my YouTube channel to me, and people have said that why have you stopped making videos? Why did you, like, you should get started, you should do this. But I've always been the type of person where if I can't give something 100%, then I don't give it anything, right? So because school is so time consuming, especially attending a university as well as working, I became an RA, I started hosting programs, started doing community work. A lot of that is so very time consuming. I honestly like commanding YouTubers that are able to do a million things at once. But I do also understand because I have been not studying people, but per observation, I noticed that most people, when they did start their YouTube channels, they didn't have their hands in many buckets. And so I'm not going to be hard on myself, and I'm just going to continue to grow with this channel. So speaking of growing, I got this new journal, and throughout my journal, Let's Grow Together. I got it from the 99-cent store, which I have yet to see in Texas. I think I've seen one location, but I never went in because it was near my job, so I was just trying to get out. But yeah, let's grow together. Out my time, I will really just be journaling. So there will be videos where I will journal with my subscribers, and let me know if you would be interested in it being a live, because I don't mind going live, and I don't mind pre-recording and editing as well. But I do want my channel to be more so of like a safe space for intellectuals, for people who are really just trying to understand life, people who are just like me. Like, I'm an introverted extrovert, so I enjoy my time with people, but I also enjoy being in solitude. And so because of that, with the times that I am in solitude, I do like to journal. I have many different journals, but I wanted to have this one specifically for my channel so that my subscribers and I could have something that we can build together. And throughout time, you know, the pages will be filled with different things, whatever the topic of the day may be, for journaling. But I am a huge advocate for storytelling as a means of therapy. And rather that storytelling be written or verbally said, or expressed through different artistic measures. I don't think that there's a limit to expressing yourself, especially as a way to just heal, right? And storytelling has been proven, especially for African Americans, through our traditions, that storytelling has been a thing within us. I know that for sure it's in indigenous communities. I'm not familiar with every community, so I can't speak on everything, but I can only speak for myself and my personal experience. And I know that growing up as a young Black woman, storytelling has been a way for my parents to even like tell me about, don't do this, you know, don't do that. Like my grandparents would sing this song about drinking coffee. And as a kid, I always wanted to drink coffee, and they would sing this song to me about a kid who drank coffee, you know, but it's a story, but it's in a song. So yeah, my artistic measure is really writing, and almost like pretty much anything I'm open to. I'm always open to learning about different things. I paint as well. There's a lot of things that I do, and if you follow me, you'll be able to see those things. But that's where I've been. So I went to college. I was a television and film major. That's where a lot of my time went, and that's why I didn't. And I know that for some people it may not seem like an excuse, but again, everybody can handle different workloads, right? And so for me, school was my priority. I'm definitely going in debt for that, so that is going to take my time and attention every single time. But I do look forward to making more videos with y'all. I really just woke up this morning and was like, you know what, spur of the moment, might as well make that YouTube video you were talking about. But I have many ideas to come, and so I can't tell you what my next video would be like because I'm still understanding this thing called life. And although I have many ideas that I've written down, I just look forward to filming more again. I look forward to building a relationship with my audience because I don't really want to see you as fans or subscribers. I really want it to be more of a family feel. And there was actually a specific influencer. I do not have her full name, and I'm using my phone to record right now because a lot of my stuff is in storage. But I believe her first name is Sierra. I just don't know her last name. So but Sierra was the one who actually encouraged me to make my YouTube videos again. And seeing her journey and seeing her open up and talk about the different things that she may be going through in life, and seeing her journey with her and her husband, it's been very influential to me. And I see the comments and I read them, and I've always been afraid to make videos for even personal reasons too. So it wasn't just school, it was also just kind of like stepping in my own way. But I do plan to just continue to, you know, grow together and just understand this thing we call life, as well as just building my confidence. I've been working on and been on a self-healing journey for years now. So I started going to therapy. I started to really just get outside my comfort zone and challenge myself in many ways, mentally, physically, and emotionally. And so now I'm just videotaping that journey, and I look forward to seeing like how well our relationship blooms. So I thank you for watching this video, and I hope y'all have a great, blessed, and prosperous day.